The Great Barrier Reef, located off the northeastern coast of Australia in the Coral Sea, is the largest coral reef system in the world. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers, approximately 1,430 miles, it covers an area of about 344,400 square kilometers, 133,000 square miles. This remarkable ecosystem is composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands, making it a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Great Barrier Reef is not only significant for its sheer size, but also for its biodiversity. It supports thousands of marine species, including various types of corals, fish, mollusks, and sea turtles. It plays a crucial role in marine research, tourism, and the overall health of the ocean. Additionally, the reef offers critical habitat for numerous species and protects coastal areas from erosion. Its unique ecosystems are vital for scientific studies, conservation efforts, and understanding climate change impacts on marine environments. Formation of coral reefs. The Great Barrier Reef is primarily made up of coral reefs, which are formed by tiny marine animals called coral polyps. These polyps secrete calcium carbonate, lime, to create a hard, protective skeleton. Coral reefs typically begin forming in shallow, warm waters. Age of the reefs. The origins of the Great Barrier Reef date back about 20,000 years, near the end of the last ice age. During that time, sea levels were much lower, and coral reefs formed on the continental shelf. Rising sea levels. As the Ice Age ended, temperatures rose, melting glaciers and leading to rising sea levels. This rising water allowed the coral to grow and expand upward and outward. The present structure of the reef began to take shape as corals thrived in the warmer, clearer waters. Reef growth. Corals reproduce through a process called spawning, where they release eggs and sperm into the water. This leads to the formation of new coral colonies, which contribute to the overall growth of the reef. The growth of corals is a slow process, typically around 1 to 3 centimeters, 0.4 to 1.2 inches, per year, depending on environmental conditions. Sedimentation and erosion. The Great Barrier Reef has also been influenced by sedimentation from rivers and erosion of nearby land. Over time, these processes have shaped the reef's structure and continued to allow it to evolve. Formation of atolls and lagoons. With time, some areas of the reef have developed into atolls and lagoons, where coral growth is accompanied by the deposition of sediments, leading to complex ecosystems. Climate and environmental changes. The reef has evolved alongside significant climatic and environmental changes over millennia. Coral reefs are sensitive to temperature changes, water quality, and ocean acidity, all of which can impact their health and growth. Overall, the Great Barrier Reef is a dynamic and continually evolving ecosystem, shaped by both biological processes and geological events over millions of years. It remains one of the most remarkable natural wonders in the world, rich in biodiversity and ecological importance. The Great Barrier Reef and other marine environments hold immense cultural significance for Indigenous Australian peoples, encompassing spiritual beliefs, sustainable practices, and artistic expressions. Connection to ancestors. For many Indigenous groups, the reef is not just a physical space, but a spiritual realm that embodies ancestral spirits. The stories and traditions associated with the reef are passed down through generations, reinforcing community identity and connection to the land and sea. Songlines and dreaming. Indigenous Australians often navigate the world through songlines, which are routes across the land and sea depicted in songs, stories, and dances. The reef features prominently in these narratives, reflecting its significance in cultural heritage and spiritual practices. Cultural ceremonies. Rituals and celebrations. Ceremonies related to the reef can include rituals for harvests, marking seasonal changes, and significant life events. These ceremonies often incorporate elements of the sea, connecting participants to their environment and ancestors. Cultural preservation. Celebrations and gatherings emphasize communal ties and the transfer of knowledge related to the reef, reinforcing the importance of collective responsibility for stewardship of marine resources. Traditional fishing methods. Sustainable practices. Indigenous Australians employ traditional fishing methods that emphasize sustainability and respect for marine ecosystems. Techniques such as fish traps, nets, and spearfishing are often tailored to specific environments, adaptive to seasonal changes, and in harmony with species' life cycles. Knowledge of marine life. The deep understanding of marine anatomy, behavior, and habitats is a crucial part of Indigenous knowledge systems, cultivated over thousands of years. This expertise informs sustainable harvesting practices and conservation efforts. Art, inspired by the reef visual arts. Artworks often reflect the intricate beauty of marine life, influenced by observations of the reef's biodiversity. This can be seen in traditional carvings, paintings, and textiles, which may incorporate images of fish, coral, and other elements of the reef. Cultural expression. Art serves as a means of storytelling and identity, linking contemporary artists to their heritage. It provides a platform for expressing concerns over environmental issues and the impacts of climate change on the reef. Threats faced by the Great Barrier Reef, including climate change, coral bleaching, pollution, and overfishing of protected and threatened species. Marine debris and crown of thorns starfish outbreaks. Steps are taken to increased action on climate change and investing in initiatives to protect and build the resilience of the reef. Thanks for watching. The Great Barrier Reef is indeed a site of remarkable variety and beauty on the northeast coast of Australia. It contains the world's largest collection of coral reefs, with 400 types of coral, 1,500 species of fish, and 4,000 types of mollusk. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more informative videos on the wonders of nature around the world.